Hey, Drew James here with another 5-minute guitar lesson. This is my quick riff number 6, a little tune that I call In Essence, using a technique called double stops for a lot of this, where we're playing two notes at the same time. So we're going to be looking at how to put all this together. There's also going to be tab available on screen. Let's start learning it. So now we're on the left hand, let's have a look at that riff a little bit closer. A little bit slower. So we're starting on the 5th fret on the bottom two strings. That's the E and the B string. And what we're doing is we're strumming those two. I'm using a plectrum for this one. I think it sounds a little bit nicer. And we're going to strum those two strings. Okay, and as we do so, I'd like you to hammer on to the 7th fret on the thinner string. So that means thumb around the back of the guitar and hitting with the ring finger. So, okay, and then flicking off. So dig the callus in and pull the finger down towards your palm. Okay, so it's strum, hammer, flick off. Strum, hammer, flick off. Okay, so that's the part at the beginning. Then, little finger would naturally be sitting on the 8th fret if the index finger's on the 5th. Then we're going to go 8, then ring finger on 7, then index finger on 5, all on the thinnest string. So it's... And then finally, to finish off that bar, it's pinky on the 8th fret on the B string. So it's... Then move this index finger down to the 3rd fret on the B string and strum the open G string and that B string together. So nice and accurate with your picking, and holding plenty of the pick really helps with that. So give that a strum and hammer onto the 5th fret on the B string. So we're going and then flicking off to come back to the 3rd fret. Okay? And then we're going to go 1st fret on the B, 3rd fret. You can use the index finger actually on there. So that bar is... And I like to put a little bit of vibrato, so that's what that wiggly line means on the tab. Okay, so I actually want you to strum it, hit, and then pick the 3, don't pull off to it. And then some vibrato, so just squeezing the string and bending it, wobbling it up and down whilst it's still ringing. Okay? Then first, then we repeat. That bit's the same, and then this time we're going to take the pinky, go from 8, sliding up quickly to 10. And then back to 8, and then 7, and then 5. So it's a little variation on what we did in the first bar. And then you've guessed it, back to this. Okay, so let's put all that together. Repeat. Variation. And then the ending, come back to where we started on the 5s, bring the ring finger up so it's on the 7th fret on the G string, okay, and on the D string, sorry, and you're going to strum the bottom 4 strings, but I want you to deliberately mute the 3rd string down, like this, okay? So that means this finger is touching, the flat bit of it at the bottom is touching that string. So then when you strum it, you just have the ringing 3 strings that you need, excluding the G string.